Takeoff has begun. We're one of the first ones on the aircraft. Look at the aircraft. It's an A321. Flying on an A321 today with Frontier, so that will be interesting. Here are the seats. I'm just gonna follow. Alright, so I got seated in seat 7A of this Airbus A321 aircraft. This is the safety card of it, showing the safety emergency features like life vests and evacuation routes. So that's the safety card of it. Over here is the menu of it, which is really beat up, as you can tell. It's the flybar menu, and not really a good fan of their menu options, and that's why I decided to buy food in advance pre-flight. Shows their MasterCard, credit card, and their route map or whatnot. Tray table. It even comes with a barf bag, and this is the window view of the aircraft. See, there's a Southwest 737 there. This is a cabin view of the aircraft. Seatbelt, no smoking signage right there. This cabin view, there are people who are walking in. And surprisingly, Southwest Airlines does fly to Chicago O'Hare, contrary to Midway. Back view of the cabin. Alright, so it is pushback time. They're pushing out of the gate. We ran into a little delay off camera because the airline needed their safety logbook, but a mechanic sitting in that pickup truck right there gave it to them. So now we are pushing back and we're going to be on our way. Now that we're taxiing, I'm trying to capture some heavy aircraft since we were in an international terminal. So as you can see, that is an Air France 777-300ER, and beside it is a Royal Jordan 787 Dreamliner. There's American Heavies right over there, and and with that British Airways jet you see in the distance, I'm trying to see whether or not if it's an A330 or a 777. Not exactly sure. And beside the A380, you can barely see it, is a Turkish Airlines jet, and there's also an American jet right there. There's another one which is also a 787 Dreamliner, because yes, American and United does use this international terminal. And when Frontier flies to O'Hare, they use the international terminal, and that's where we ended up at. And here's a good looking view of the 787 I was referring about. There's a United 767 right there. So, yeah. Alright, so it is takeoff time. We are going home to Florida. And you'll also be able to get to see some aircraft parked at other terminals as well. We're about to bypass the international terminal where we departed, and yes, it was the British Airways Airbus A380. That aircraft is cool. British Airways actually flies them. A little fun fact, my cousins once flew the Air France A380 on a trip to India 5 years ago. Unfortunately, Air France no longer flies that jet anymore because of COVID-19. They got retired in 2020. But British Airways has recently brought back the A380s. About to bypass the Chicago Midway Airport. The Midway Airport is where Southwest flies to. They have a Chicago Midway hub, and they also fly to O'Hare, where I mentioned earlier in the video. This is some milk chocolate M&Ms I managed to bring on the aircraft with me, and it's kind of surprising that Frontier sells almond M&Ms. I also brought Lay's chips pre-flight as well, but I ate them off camera as well. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. I managed to capture an Allegiant Airjet that's flying over us about 1,000 feet above us. So I managed to capture an Allegiant jet. So let's watch this real quick. So now we are about to fly into Orlando. Right now we're currently flying over Seminole County, the Sanford area, and I'm used to flying out of the Sanford airport all the time. Right up in the distance is the Atlantic Ocean, because I live off of Florida's Atlantic coast area. But yeah, we're about to fly into Orlando. Alright, so now we're making descent over downtown Orlando. You can see all the skyscrapers, you can see the Amway Center, you can see the I-4 Express lines. You can also see the Orlando Executive Airport, which is used to house smaller aircraft and private jets, not for commercial aircraft use. Yeah. Alright, so now it is our final approach into Orlando International Airport. So it's about sunset by now. It's about to be dark out. So I did, however, enjoy this weekend trip in Chicago, Illinois. I was visiting family up there on my stepdad's side. That was the original intent to go there. And I got to see the Hancock Tower as well. I was going to go see the Willis Tower, but we were unable to because tickets were sold out. But I did have a good time up there for sure, because it was my first time going to a big city, because I've never been to Chicago before. So it was actually my first time. Alright, so now we are pushing into the gate at Orlando International Airport. And you can see some other aircraft there. There's a Spirit jet, and there's also a Frontier A320. God, that landing light is so bright, by the way. It's very bright, as you can tell. But the flight has just about ended, and now it was pretty cool. Alright, so now we are deplaning
Have a great day, you guys.
Orlando International Airport. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like this video, subscribe, and leave a cool comment down below telling me your opinion of this trip report I made. Hoping to make great content along the way while I'm on summer break. And yes, this was a really good trip to Chicago, Illinois. It was a really, really good trip.
Welcome to Orlando. Excuse me, I'm going to get a photo of the aircraft.
And by the way, this is the photo of the aircraft I'm using.